Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Baton Rouge after Game 1 of the Baton Rouge Regional and the Women's NCAA Tournament. We are joined by Florida State, who gets the win tonight in Game 1 of this regional. Head coach Brooke Wyckoff. Joining us here in the middle is Tanaya. Tanaya Lotson, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in tonight's game. And on the far left, Amaria Gordon, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. We will start by having Coach make an opening comment. After Coach's comment about the game, we will direct our first questions to the players, please, and players only. Then we will dismiss them, and then we'll return and ask questions for Coach. If you're joining us, please raise your hand, introduce yourself, your affiliation, and who your question is to for the players. And if you're joining us on Zoom, please hit the raise hand, and we will come to you with that. And with that, Coach, congratulations, and it's yours.
Yeah. Just really proud of my team. Really proud of my team and the way they battled. I mean, this is the NCAA tournament. Every team is a really good team, and George Mason is a very good basketball team. They're conference champions. They've had a great season, and they gave us a really good challenge today. But no matter what the adversity was, no matter the mistakes that we might have made or things that didn't go our way, these players continue to battle again and again and again, and for 40 minutes. And so I'm just so proud to get this win, and just proud of who they are, and definitely how they played tonight.
Coach, thank you. Okay, we'll address questions first for the players. Please raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you.
Tonight, this was the best we've seen you, it feels like, in several weeks tonight. It seemed like you were playing with another level, obviously. This is the NCAA tournament. But did you feel like that 2-week break really helped you to perform tonight?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got some time off for spring break. I had some good time with my family and friends. And then we came back and we got to work. I felt good during practice. I got my groove back from injury, I feel like. And that was something that I wanted to, harp on, being good in practice so I can translate into the game.
Hey ladies, this is Blake Spadaro from Blake Steak and W Swish. What did you ladies think of your offensive and defensive execution, particularly in the second half?
In the second half, our defense was our main vocal point, and we were able to get stops. We had a little break where number 14 started to go off, but we came back and we were able to defend and do what we were supposed to do, get the rebounds how we were supposed to, and then that translated to offense. We were able to get out and run and do what we do best.
It felt like that fourth quarter is what we're used to seeing from you guys. Did it feel like, I guess, going back to that 2-week break, it kind of took a few quarters to get a little bit of those cobwebs off, and once that fourth quarter hit, you were just ready to run with it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We knew that they gave us a run for our money in, the second and third quarter, but we had to get stops and score, and we had to stay together. That was something that we, stressed in the huddle, staying together and just getting stops and scoring and settling and, hitting our free throws, hitting our jumpers, hitting our layups, and just staying together.
Amanda Golson, WVFS. Amaria, for you as a senior, what is it like, just getting this first win, getting over a hump that you guys have been battling for the last couple of years?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, super blessed and super happy that each and every one of us were able to put in the work and do what we were supposed to do and be able to get this win and go on to the next round. It feels great.
Any other further questions for the players here? Nobody online? We're good? If not, ladies, congratulations. Thank you for your time, and we will see you Monday night. You all are dismissed, and go relax.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. Okay, so now we'll address questions for Coach. Please, again, raise your hand, and we will bring a microphone to you.
Coach, how important is it just to get off on that start that you guys did, scoring as much and then holding them to as little as they did?
Yeah, it was huge. We hadn't played in 2 weeks, so shaking a little bit of the rust off, and obviously, tournament atmosphere and jitters. But I loved the way we came out, and that was that first quarter, and then how we finished in the fourth quarter. Again, we knew George Mason was going to give us a run. They were going to give us a great challenge, and they did. But as Tanaya said, they hung in there, and Tanaya led us with not only her scoring, but just the way she just wouldn't be denied. She hit the floor a bunch of times, just scrambling to get the ball to make sure we had the possession. She rebounded, and I'm just really, really proud of how she led us tonight.
Brooke, how does first NCAA tournament win for you as head coach of the Seminoles sound?
It feels great. It sounds great. It feels great. And, but I credit this team again, just with the work that they put in all season to get us to this position, to put us in this position to win this game. So it feels really good, and I'm just happy for our players.
Over here, Brett Martell with Associated Press. When they pulled within 7 in the third, you called timeout. And what happened there in the huddle before the 10-0 run?
Yeah. This team that I have is very smart. They when I call a timeout, they know exactly what I'm going to say. And we talked about how we'd let Suarez get a couple good looks, and just that we needed to turn up the intensity defensively. That was it. Just to dictate. That's what we always want to do defensively. We weren't doing that, I felt, just to start, and so that's what we talked about, and they did that. And when we do that, our defense leads to our offense, and that's what sparks those runs.
Hey, Coach, this is Blake Spadaro from Blake's Take and W Swish. Your team went on a 31-6 run. What defensive and offensive adjustments did you make from the first 3 quarters and then going into the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, just we talked about it. Just we knew we were going to have to just over time just impose our will with our pace, with our defensive intensity, and wear our opponent down. And that's really what I felt like we did. We locked down again defensively, and really just continue to pressure the ball, to continue to battle for rebounds. And that just leads again to just playing with pace offensively. I mean, we had 46 points in the paint, and that wasn't just, our post players. That is our guards getting to the rim, imposing their will that way. So, really, this team just they knew what they had to do to finish this game, and they did it really well.
Coach, KK played with 3 fouls in that second half, still finished with the double-double.
Yep.
You kept her in. What was, behind that decision and your trust in her and her ability to keep her composure?
Yeah, I mean, she knew exactly the situation, and I thought she played really smart. And Avery Treadwell gave us a couple good minutes off the bench just to spell her, but we need KK in the game. So KK knew the situation. She still really did a great job of protecting the rim, but doing it smart. And so that's what you have to do. You have to trust your veterans, and I'm glad she performed. She did a great job.
TJ from The Advocate. Tanaya had 11 made free throws out of 14 attempts.
Yeah.
I guess how is she so good at getting to the free throw line?
Yeah, she's amazing. I mean, that's the thing is she does so well. Is she's really, really hard to stop. And when she's attacking with pace and feeling good, she gets to the free throw line or she scores, or both. And so, just her and her ability to knock down free throws is one of the best I've ever seen. So, love her focus. And even when she didn't get calls, she didn't let it get to her. She just kept going and wouldn't be denied.
Coach, the key to this game for you was rebounding. You talked about it the last couple of weeks. How would you evaluate the rebounding performance?
Yeah, I mean, I loved our offensive rebounding. I thought we did a really, really good job of getting ourselves not only offensive rebounds, but then second chances and some points off of those. We could have been better defensively rebounding, but we got some really, really clutch ones. I mean, that's a good offensive rebounding team, George Mason is. And so I love that we only gave up 1 second chance point in the second half. So that was key. So we're going to keep working on it, keep making it a point of emphasis.
I forget if it was late third or early fourth, but there was a moment where Amaya Bonner lost a ball. It wasn't a great play on the offensive side, and then went down, sprinted down and stole it, got it right back. I don't remember if it turned into points necessarily, but to be able to see that from one of your not necessarily star players, what does it show about this team's want and will to win?
Yeah, it shows how locked in they are. It shows how unified they are, that they're willing to make every single play and do everything that they can to get a team win. And that was a perfect example. I loved that play. And just that, okay, we made a mistake. We're going to keep responding and keep going. And that's Amaya's play. And just so many times over and over this game, I just saw that growth in us.
One more question here in the front.
5 for 5 from Sydney from deep. I mean,
Yeah.
what'd you like about her confidence
Yeah.
to keep shooting the ball after kind of a rough stretch the last couple of games?
Yeah, I love that. That's what shooters do. Good shooters, they just keep shooting. They keep shooting with confidence, even when, they've had a little bit of a slump. And so Sydney, we always think, it's going in when she puts it up, and when she sees that first one go down, it's you can count on, some more coming. So I love, again, how she was confident, kept shooting, and had 7 rebounds. That's also really good for Sid. That's a huge number for her on the defensive end. So proud of her. Huge game.
Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the extended stay in Baton Rouge.
Thank
We'll see you Monday.
Thank you.
We'll reset here, have George Mason back in here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. That's going to be their question. And I don't know if there is, because I don't think these stands move. So who do we